Hi, everyone. Welcome to the F.A.I.L. Podcast. I'm your host, Melody, and I am so happy you are here. Before we get into today's discussion, I want to get to know you. In the comments section, I want you to share a certain quirk about you that most people just don't get. Or maybe a particular habit that's just your thing to do. Me, I'm a checklist type of girl. I like making a to-do list and then adding that little check mark at the end when I'm done. The check mark at the end does it for me every time. May sound a little bit weird, but hey, that's just my thing. So moving on, let's do a quick recap. In my last episode, I shared the first time I truly felt like a failure. Entering high school, I tried out for both the cheerleading squad and drill team. I didn't make the cut for either team, and I felt devastated, shocked, and embarrassed, and I was not sure what I would do next. But that is not exactly where the story ended. You see, I didn't know why at the time, but for some reason, I got fixated on joining the drill team, and I ended up trying out for the team not once, but 2 additional times, and still did not make the team. Each time I didn't make the team, it reconfirmed in my head that I was a failure. After that third cut, I really think out of pity for me, the leaders over the organization offered me a position to be a part of the team as a helper. Someone who assisted with the team uniforms, equipment, setups, and things like that. And out of desperation, I accepted the role. At last, I was finally on the drill team. But since I am being transparent, I will tell you, I never felt like I belonged there. Which brings me to today's topic, acceptance. I think we all have felt the pain of a fail, but I don't know if we always accept the fail. Do we accept that some things, some teams are just not meant for us? Reevaluating my story, not making the drill team 3 different times, I can admit I never truly put in the work or effort needed to make that team. I didn't practice all year round between tryouts, keeping up with a stretch or kick routine. Heck, I didn't even take a dance class. Yes, of course, a few weeks before tryouts, I would start practicing. But for something like the drill team, a space I had never previously had any experience or training, I should have taken it more serious. I should have trained all year long like I was already on the team. But I didn't, which proved 3 things. 1, I clearly had no deep desire to do the work needed to be on the team. Second, it also proved I had no respect for the preparation needed to be on that team. And third, it proved the judges could clearly see my lack of preparation and made the decision 3 different times not to select me to be a part of the team. The judges saw what I couldn't see. Not that I was a failure, but I failed to prepare. Instead, to pacify my own ego, I accepted a lesser role just to say I was part of a team that was clearly not meant for me. Instead of me accepting responsibility for my inaction, I accepted the consolation prize thinking something was better than nothing. Raise your hand if you have ever done that before. I just think back now of some of the pain and embarrassment I could have saved myself from had I just been honest with myself, made some serious changes if I was truly committed to being on this team, and if not, accepted my loss and moved on. So now this question needs to be addressed. Why did I get so fixated on making the drill team? I had to really stop and think about this one. And I think the reason is because with all the other teams I was previously a part of, it was easy to check them off my list. Student council, check. Pride group, check. Pep squad, check. Cheerleading, check. My next check was supposed to be the drill team. As much as I enjoyed it, I never tried out for the cheerleading squad again after that first cut because I already had that check mark. This checklist that I didn't even know I had started needed the drill team to be checked off. And it wasn't supposed to be this hard because it had never been this hard before. That was hard for me to accept. So I think me accepting the helper role on the drill team was my last-ditch effort to get my next check. But once I got it, I still didn't feel good about myself. And that was a painful realization I had to face, but a much-needed lesson I had to learn. Just because it's on your checklist doesn't mean it's going to get done or that it was ever meant to be on there in the first place. A difficult truth we all have to face at times is our fails are a reflection of what may not be meant for you. And that might be just for that moment. It might be for a certain amount of time, or maybe just not at all. But acceptance of what is or isn't for you can be a humbling yes, but also a freeing feeling. If we stop for a moment and think about the meaning of acceptance in your life, it means fully acknowledging the facts of a situation and not fixating on how it shouldn't be that way. Fact is, I could not acknowledge that the drill team was not something I truly wanted. It was just something on my checklist that needed to be checked off. And when it didn't get checked off, instead of getting busy, I got stuck and I felt like a failure. But thankfully now I can acknowledge that I was never meant to be a part of the drill team. And me not making the team did not make me a failure. Acceptance of that is just a humbling but freeing feeling. And yes, I still like my checklist. So listen, I really want to thank you for joining today's show, and I hope you are enjoying the show so far. And I want to ask that wherever you are listening to the show, whether on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, that you please click the follow button. In the show description box, you will see the address for my website where you can subscribe to the show, and you will be alerted to when a new episode drops. And just so you know, this is a bi-weekly show, and new episodes will drop every other Monday at 8 a.m. Central Time. So before you go, please drop down in the comment section and say hello, leave a review and a rating. Once again, thank you so much for listening. My name is Melody with the F.A.I.L.Podcast, and I will catch up with you next time.